Welcome back. Somebody asked me about the lotus posture and how to train it. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I think it's a great thing to aspire to. When we first get into meditation, you have to make a few decisions. Are we going to aspire for the lotus posture? Is that something which is reasonable for us? How long is it going to take? And how much effort am I going to put into that? Rather than say something like heart rate variability, breathing. This I know will give me success. The lotus posture is beautiful. It will set me up for meditative posture success, but it won't necessarily set me up for success with the breath. So how am I going to weigh that? Well, I would suggest that you concentrate on just making yourself comfortable as you can be, whether it's a chair, whether it's on a bed, whether it's on a mat or a special yoga seat. Make yourself as comfortable as possible. Pursue the breath first. And secondary, as you have time, go ahead and pursue the lotus posture. It's a beautiful thing. It's doing some very deep things, and so it's worthy of our attention. But the first thing that's always going to be worthy of our attention first is the heart rate variability breathing. That's what's going to give us interiorization and success very easily and very quickly. Going to give us the 4 proofs, which are blissful, and then we're spending our meditatives in a blissful state rather than a frustrated state as we try and control our body into a certain posture, which is usually very difficult for Westerners. The reason that it's difficult for Westerners is that we culturally sit in chairs, whereas in the East, they culturally sit on the floor. The Japanese kneel on the floor, and most Asian countries will sit on a pillow. It's very simple. It's very family-oriented. It's a beautiful thing. And when you spend your growing up years sitting on a cushion on the floor, then your hips will rotate out and your knees will become more flexible. And those are the 2 areas that make the lotus posture so difficult. So if you have lived in the East and you've sat on the floor for years at a time, you have an edge on the rest of us we simply just don't have. So the first posture that we can do to stretch and rotate the hips and stretch the knees as well is simply to pull the feet in and press down with your body weight. Pull the feet in, press down. The second posture, we're going to take one leg and put it underneath, and take the second leg and put it on top. Now we're stretching one side of the hip, and we're also stretching the knee as we press down. And the other side. And you'll find that one side will usually need more attention than the other. In the third stretch, we're going to really concentrate again on the hip and the knee. We're going to take the foot and the whole calf area and pull it towards the chest. Now if you want, you can try and put the leg behind your neck. And that's as far as it goes for me. This stretch, where you take the calf area and you pull it towards your chest, it's probably the most important stretch you can do for the lotus posture. It's working on the hip and it's working on the knee. Same stretch in a similar manner. We're going to put one leg, cross it over the first leg, grab both legs, and pull everything to your chest. And then switch. Cross one leg over the other, grasp both legs, and pull it towards your chest. Those are the best stretches we can do for the lotus posture. Then you can take your foot, place it on the thigh. You could sit and watch a movie this way. And then slip the next leg over the top. That pressure on the two femoral arteries with the 2 feet right across the artery right here in the leg. That pressure is slowing down the blood flow in the legs, reserving more blood for the torso while you're doing your yogic breathing. And that's the first reason that the lotus posture is so amazing for the yogi. Secondly, it gives you a very stable posture to do your meditation, so it's very easy to stay in a trance and not fall over. But like I said, let this be a project on the side to get into the lotus posture and be able to hold it for 30 minutes or 40 minutes comfortably. Let that be a project on the side, and let heart rate variability breathing, let that be your baby. Let that be the thing that's really going to carry you inside. So I hope this was helpful to your meditative journey. If it was, be sure to hit that bell down below so I can see all of you next time.